Hello and welcome to Rush Racing League Division 5 Singapore Round 4. I am your commentator tonight. It's Dito, joined by F7 MLC. We'll just call you F7 tonight, mate. How are you?
Good mate, how are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Looking forward to a long one. We've obviously seen multiple rounds before tonight. Div 4, 2 and 1 all have had their crack around here. It's obviously a brutal, I think, 62 laps. So yeah, the guys will have to obviously lock in tonight, mate. How are you feeling? Obviously, you've obviously watched the same races of us. So how are you feeling for tonight?
Um, I think it'll be a fun one. If the guys at the front keep it clean, I think we'll have a good battle most of the race. But there will definitely be some incidents toward the back.
Yeah, mate, absolutely. But hopefully nothing too serious and everyone can just continue on their way. Before we jump over to the next graphic, we'll thank our sponsors up the top there. Obviously, SRC, SimLab, Pagnian, and AI369 all helping out this season. We'll jump over to our next graphic, and this one's actually all about you guys. 2,000 followers on Twitch this week, so that's a huge milestone for us at Rush. So we'd just like to thank yous all for that. Obviously, not too often we get to appreciate that, so thank you. But we'll jump over the gameplay now because these guys are well into qualifying now, which will be good to see. No rain in quali to start off, which is interesting. We haven't really, considering our previous rounds here in other seasons at Rush, haven't seen too much rain other than last night in Div 2.
Um, I don't think rain will. I mean, there might be rain, but it might not be here tonight. Looks like it should be clear skies.
Yeah, clear skies for everyone. Obviously on board with Thunder Killer in the McLaren, coming out for his outlap. Running. Oh no! He's actually had a spin there. That's not ideal spot to have a spin. Gets out the way.
Another one behind him.
That's. It's like almost like there's some oil on the track there.
Oh, he's done it again.
His tyres must be absolutely red hot. Just needs to focus there, get back to the start line and cool down those tyres. That Haas needs to obviously do the same too. I think that's Yog possibly behind, yes, or Rain. Oh, he spun again. Something's seriously wrong there with Thunder Killer's setup or something.
Yeah.
That is not ideal.
The tyres might be a bit cold for him to keep it straight under braking. Could have the ABS might be too low as well. A lot of things could be wrong there.
Yeah, I think it might even be a brake bias thing or settings are wrong. There you go from the TP. So
Yep.
jump on board with Yog in the Haas tonight. Running a fair bit of battery down the main straight. Can be quick and quality. See what he can do here for the first sector. All about flow this track. Obviously back to a track, street track. Post to Qatar last weekend, but a bit different to Monaco and Saudi in my opinion. What's your thoughts? Obviously a little bit open, a little bit less.
It's a little bit more open, but still the walls are quite dangerous. You don't want to get too close to them, and there's a lot of tight places on this track. You don't want to get like side by side with someone. So, most spots they'll be seen overtaking is the straights, but never know. Oh, it's fine. It's fun.
Okay, we got a red flag. All good. Sorry guys, we'll be right back. Unfortunately, I think the weather settings are wrong, so bear with us guys. Alright guys, welcome back. Sorry about that, we had to obviously red flag there. I think ABS was turned to off, so some of the guys had some issues getting around there, as we saw on stream, but we're back now and should be all good. So yeah mate, who are you looking out for tonight to cause a stir?
I mean, we've seen him in the chats all week. Yog definitely has a point to prove, but I mean, there's definitely some drives that I think that will make another appearance at the top. But yeah, I mean, anything can turn on its head. It's Singapore, a lot can happen. The walls are right there, so anyone's got a chance.
Yeah, absolutely mate. Just having a look. Who's the first on a lap? I think it's actually the driver you were just mentioning, Yog. He's out early, trying to get a lap in early. Rocking their red helmet tonight. That's quite bright on the Haas. See what the pace is in Div 5 tonight. Obviously we saw, it's hard to compare in Div 2 as it was raining. Div 4 sort of mid 28s seemed to be the average. High 29s as well, so we'll see what Div 5 can do tonight.
Yeah, and we have a surprise interview from Jackal, or Haunt, for RJ I can't say his name, but RJ, so see if he'll come and join us.
Yeah, hopefully someone could let him know to jump into the comments box and we can have a chat to him. Just on board with Yog coming around to start his fire lap.
Yes.
Let's see what sort of battery he manages here.
I mean, he's been in the chats all week. If he doesn't perform well, it's not going to go down well. But he's a fast driver in quali anyway, so I definitely think he'll be up at the top there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously confidence is one thing, but hopefully get a lap in. He's got some traffic in front, shouldn't really hurt him. Hopefully the Merc, I think we'll know he's there. He's actually used a fair bit of battery in that opening sector, which is, oh, he's lost it.
Oh, he spun. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think his teammate's next in line.
There we go. Yes, fine Kiwi. We do have RJ in, I believe. So we'll jump over to him, have a quick chat to him while Baines is on a lap. Mate, obviously supporting McLaren tonight. How do you feel they're going to do tonight? Obviously you'd know about the practice leading up to this one, so how do you feel it's going to go tonight for the boys?
I reckon that the boys have got it. I know Thunder's he's really confident. I don't know about J Tizzy, I don't know, he's a bit of a reserve, so he's really unknown, but I've raced him in a couple other leagues, so I know what he's like. I know he can pull something out as well.
Yeah, mate, absolutely. Obviously, just seeing Baines cross the line there for 29.6. What sort of times do you think we'll see in Div 5 tonight?
Probably 29. I was going to say about 29 flats, I reckon, around the high 29s, low 29s, sorry, or pushing it maybe at 28s, high 28s, but I reckon around 29 flat.
Nice. And obviously, other than, well, you can probably say McLaren as well, who do you think's got it tonight?
Got to back the boys. Got to back the boys, McLaren.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, I'll hand you over to F7, see if he has any questions. But yeah, good chatting.
RJ, how are you feeling for your pace for Div 3 on Wednesday? Are you feeling that there's still more time that you can gain, or do you think you're going to leave it all on the board in quali?
Quali's, I've found out this game, quali's not really my strong point. I know I've had quite a few good qualifyings and qualifying in the front of the field, but Singapore's not a good track for me. But hopefully, with it being a 100% race, I can pull something out, get a good position.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all I can think of. Anything else?
No, that's all for me. So yeah, thanks for jumping in, mate.
Cool, thank you guys.
Cheers, mate. If you have veins added, mate, could you get him?
Yeah. I just sent it.
His Ranieri goes fastest at the 29.3 with a big margin too, 0.6 back to veins. That was actually RJ's prediction on pole there, so a very, very, very solid time from Ranieri. If this was full poly, he probably would be safe with that. See what Quiet Cake in the Merc can do. He's actually used all his battery. This could hamper his lap a little bit. See what he does. Still goes
P2.
Very, very good lap. Mid-main. There we go. For his hot lap. Just keep an eye on him for a second. His XD has unfortunately validated Dutch. Currently on a lap as well. Min-main's behind him, so we'll be able to jump on board with him after. See what Dutch can do. Currently P9 on a 30.0. We'll be probably hoping you get into the 29s a bit. He doesn't need much. He only needs about 2/10 and he can jump up a fair way. Veins has joined, so that's good to see. Hopefully, and Dutch has pulled out of that lap. We'll get back on board and about to approach his first flyer lap. Mid-main, a bit of a dark horse always. He's had some bit of unlucky results lately, but seriously has some pace this season, so we'll see what he can do here. Burns up to the line. Working hard. Track. That's actually purple, but I think that's just I honestly think that's just because but this should just have enough battery here. You just want to save about 25%, 20%, and then burn it everything here. And you can get away with holding through these final corners if you're brave enough. And cross the line, go to P4.
I think the chat is asking for you to turn down the game volume because they can't hear you.
Yeah, okay, it was on 6. Probably 4. Should be enough. Go with Daz now because he's coming up to the line. See what he can do. He was quick last week in the kick. His teammate currently P12. Running the
Was that a deploy?
Goes P4 though. Very unfortunate result last week for him actually with the DSQ. So he'll be looking forward to get some big points in tonight. Fat Eagle crosses the line and goes P16. Ran out a bit of battery there, but looked at after, I'm not sure who that was on the lap there. A few people on laps, possibly Thunder Killer. Burn up. Yeah, Veins is back in. Mate, he joined.
Oh, Yog P2. Just set a 29.2.
It's a very solid time. Still 2/10 off Ranieri. Ranieri looking quite comfortable here at the moment. See what he can do. See what Yog could do. See if anyone can get into the 28s. I mean, Ranieri's knocking on the door there. So is Yog, to be fair. Thunder Killer now coming through to finish off Sector 2. He's got plenty of battery to play with. Will burn up to the next corner. Maybe not. He's actually gone to none. So has he dropped out of this lap? Possibly.
Yeah, I think he has. Hasn't invalidated though, that's an odd one.
Ooh, Vanes has gone purple in Sector 1, so we're right on board with the Haas driver, luckily getting back into the session, so could be on for a good lap here. See what he does into Sector 2. This is where it can really make or break your lap. Throws it into the right-hander, runs all the way out. Traction through there is very limited, especially if you're running no traction control. Down to second there, gets on the power there. Doesn't look like he had too much wheel spin. DRS and purple again. Still plenty of battery. This is going to be a solid lap here from Vanes. Actually very, very quick here if he can wrap this third sector up. Still a fair bit of battery. Just enough to get him to the line, hopefully. Comes through here, backs off a little bit, doesn't drop it a gear. See what he can do. Goes P3 behind his teammate. So Haas looking super good at the moment in qualifying.
And just saying that apparently Thunderkiller backed off of his lap because there was an impeding from the Aston Martin ahead, so maybe that'll be investigated by the stewards.
Yeah, I think it was actually on stream, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there. What's Asif? I think might just be coming into the pits.
China jumps up to P4 there.
On board with XD Wintercat, mate. Take us for a lap around with the Aston, man. He's in currently starting Sector 2.
And he takes it through the left-hander here. He's got 62% ERS. He hasn't set a time yet, and he's coming up to the sling here. Gets it stopped, gets it turned in, nice and easy. Doesn't bounce it up off the curb there. Gets it through. Hasn't touched any walls so far. Gets it stopped. Oh, but runs a bit wide. That'll hamper his exit there. Gets on the power though, nice and easy. Gets down to the corner here. Oh, that's a nice turn. Gets on the power. Good. Gets a DRS. He's got some ERS to play with here. Coming into the final 3 turns. He gets it stopped for the chicane. Doesn't mess it up on the curb there. Gets a good exit. Deploys up into the final 2 lefts. Little downshift. Gets a DRS. And sets a 31.02.
Yeah, so you'd be looking to improve on that. I'm sure at the later stages, if he's quick enough, he should be able to get back out again for another lap. See what the Red Bulls are doing. Don't look like any of them are on laps. Kiwi now looks like he's on an in lap as well. Dutch might be finishing a lap here. See what he can do. Looking like he's up on his time, I think. He's P4 currently. He doesn't need much. No, he dives in the pits. So prioritising another lap. SJ might be on a lap actually in the Alpine.
Yes, I think he is.
See how he goes. Got a bit of traffic in front, nothing too serious. Down to third there, pushing quite hard to start this middle sector. Feeling quite confident from what I've heard from him, so we'll see what he can do here. Running a different helmet again tonight. Needs a big result. He's had a few unlucky results as of yet. It's a little bit wide there, frozen in. Quite stable at the moment for SJ. Setup looks quite comfortable for him. On the overtake very early there, which is good to see. Get a really nice run. Down here actually goes purple.
Ooh, purple.
Big improvement on his lap so far for SJ. So what can he do? He wants to get that Alpine a fair way up into the points, definitely. This traffic shouldn't matter Got plenty of battery now to the line. Wants to save enough so he does not run out of deploy. Should just be enough to get him to the line. Just. Goes P9. 29.7. But look how close it is for these guys. I mean, they don't need much and they can jump up another 5 or 6 spots. It's good to see. Fat Eagle, I think, might be just on the in lap, but everyone else on the out lap, we'll see. I think there's a Williams about to start a lap. Fader Venice, 4/10 up on his time, still starting a lap. Oh, and he invalidates straight away, so that's unfortunate. He'll have to go around again. So I heard a bit of a crash there. What's happened there? Alpine, possibly of SJ. I'm not sure what happened there. I heard the bang in the wall, but
I think Yog is next to start his lap.
yellows everywhere here.
I think.
Yeah, we're right on board with
there's a bit
Yog.
of a.
Yeah, there's a bit of drama going on. I'm trying to see.
There's a big group in the. I think that's the second sector.
Yeah.
Looks like they've all separated themselves.
See what Yog can do, because he's knocking on the door of a pole here. If he can get a little bit more of an improvement. Oh, SJ's retired in the pits. He obviously cannot get out again in time. But Yog now looking to improve. It's all about timing your last lap here to get the absolute perfect time to do your final out lap, because the track evolution is quite big. 52 seconds remaining. Yog's got a mountain of traffic in front of him, but I think most of these guys all on laps. Hopefully we can keep up with everyone. There's a McLaren, got it all wrong behind him there, fastest in that second sector. This could be a good lap. Currently we'll put him, I think, just in front of Ranieri. Bear in mind, Ranieri's also on a lap. Final 2 corners now. Crosses the line. And it will be pole at this stage at 28.7. Where's Ranieri? He's still on a lap. I think there's a few guys closer. There's a kick. That's Daz, I think. No, that's Kiwi. Across the line to P5. Thunder Killer's not improving on that lap. Deadly.
Oh, and Jay. Looks like Jay Tuzzi just missed the line there on his out lap. Might not make it. Currently sitting in P4 though. I think the next Thunder Killer.
Baines improves, but it's not enough to beat Ranieri. Thunder Killer.
Coming around the final 2 ERS to play with. It sets it up. It's a DRS. Still in 11th.
Mercedes. Dutch. No, Dutch is done, I think. Oh, what's happened there? One's hit the wall. Yogs hit the wall. God, who's on the lap? Arvart coming up to the line. See what he can do. Still got plenty of battery. Jeez, kick glitched. Yeah, P6, 29.3. Is so close. Doesn't need much, and he can get even further. But shows.
Shine up to P7.
See what Kiwi can do now. Across the line. Currently P9. Oh. Goes P4. Very solid. 29.2. Dutch will improve. P9. No, it's a bit slower, sorry. And that's your quality. Actually, what's Yog doing? No. He will be definitely pitting. Wow. Very interesting. Yog 28.7. Gets an absolute stonker in time on Ranieri there. I don't know if Ranieri actually got got actually to improve on his second lap. He might have invalidated or something possibly, but I'm pretty sure that time was maybe the same time as he did on his first lap. It's a very solid result there for Yog, getting pole by a fair margin. See if he can break away early in this race. It's very different, obviously, as you know, mate, in the race. What's your predictions for the race?
I think if the top 5 keep it clean, I reckon they might stay how it is, but I'm not too sure. I mean, I haven't seen much of Singapore besides when I raced, so not sure what can happen on the first lap.
Yeah, a lot, man. It can be pretty hectic here. It requires everyone just to be very slow at the start. The cars are like boats. They're so heavy with I think it's like 64 litres or so, I can't even remember. But anyway, that's your top 3, Yog, Ranieri and Vanes to kick us off for this long race. It's a very long one tonight. Requires a lot of focus, especially around that halfway mark. Starts to get the fatigue, the tyres are dying. Probably we'll see mainly, pretty much mainly a 2-stop. The 1-stop can work, but yeah, it's not really the optimal one, especially because of the chance of the safety cars around here. I don't think we'll see any rain, but yeah, what's your prediction on strategy, mate? Do you think most people will be leaning towards the 2-stop?
I think the 1-stop is faster, but I think with safety cars, the 2-stop will probably be the safest bet, because if the safety cars are happening middle of the race, late stages of the race, probably best to pit onto a new set of tyres. But if there's no safety cars, which is highly unlikely, I reckon the 1-stop will be the better choice.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, anything can happen here with safety cars, damage early on, all sorts of things, so we'll have to wait and see. But just waiting for the guys to get their strategy sorted. Pretty much most people will be running max fuel here, apart from a few might be trying to go, but we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go for the Singapore GP. And there's a couple of cars getting very slow starts at the start there, but Yog managing to get Ranieri off the start. Ranieri pulling out of it. Vane's having to take avoiding action of the Ferrari, and this might allow Asif to have a look up the front here, but everyone's still facing the right direction, looking a little bit further down. There's a bit of drama here.
Oh, there's a front wing flying off somewhere.
What's happened there? A few cars going side by side, but other than that, that was actually a relatively clean start. Oh, McLaren going very wide there. Moves happening everywhere. Left, right and centre. Dutch, China. Oh. In this early part of this race. Jeez, Dutch getting very close there. As I said, these cars are super heavy at the start. Look at yellow somewhere. What's happened there? I think there's a wing. That's a McLaren down the back. Unfortunately,
There was some moves happening at the front here. Vanes and Asif Al-Mahdi were getting very close there, but everything was sort of clean.
Yeah, interesting start there. A few guys making up some positions. Thunderkiller now moving up on XD, but just having a look at the possible strategies, all of the weird ones that popped up before. I think you'll probably see most people do medium, hard, or medium, hard. As we got the Mercedes go for a look. Who's that? That's mid-May. Thunderbolt's having a tough quali. See what he can do in the race. Yog's setting obviously the fastest. I actually think Thunderbolts has damage. Yes, he does. He's in the pits. And that will be unfortunate. He's going to have to pit and put on the hard and try and get along. Front wing damage early on is not ideal.
It looks like the top 2 are trying to run away here. They've already got a 1.5 second gap, and it's probably smart not to do what they're doing now and battle and just try and gap the field behind them. If we look at what tyres everyone's on, Daz is the only one that's not on the mediums, he's on the hards, so...
Yeah, Ranieri doing a really good job. So is Yog battling here, but they just, obviously, like you said, trying to break away. My mic too low?
Not in my ears. I don't know about on stream.
Yeah. Should be all good because it's maxed out on my end. Hang on, guys. Sorry.
Ranieri got past Yog. Oh, missed that. But looks like the highest mover right now is XD Wintercat, who's up 5 places, starting from P18, and Fat Eagle, the other Aston Martin, is up 4, so they're trying to make moves from the back and maybe try and challenge for a top 10, maybe even top 5 if they're lucky. But
the clean air is absolutely crucial because the engine temperature on this game is actually, I would say, way completely different than F1 24. I mean, last night, for example, you saw it, people drop off massively with the straight line speed the minute that you start to your engine temp jumps up into the yellow. His Vanes really wants to try and get past Asif here, but they're starting to slip away, like you said, to Yog and Ranieri, and now Ranieri's actually broken out of DRS. So this is crucial for Ranieri's race. If he can continue on this, DRS is massive here. The minute you lose it, it's very easy to gain another couple of seconds on someone. Jump a little bit further down. As there's a little bit of a battle here between the Aston and SJ going side by side. Does SJ burn a little bit more battery to get this move done? Doesn't look like it. Sticks in behind.
Looks like Yog might have made a mistake because the guys behind him have certainly caught up in the span of 2 straights there, so not sure what happened, but seems to be extending back out again.
Yeah, I think Yog's probably just trying to get back into that DRS as quick as he can before Asif sort of reels him in. But yeah, like OC Noah was saying, clean air is OP around here. Look a bit further down, there's some battles forming. The DRS trains obviously throughout the field are prominent. It's very hard to get past here. As we saw last night, sometimes it's a bit about strategy more than anything. Look at how close this battle, it's still between Vanes and Asif. These guys are really pushing early stint here. I think Vanes is crying to get past. Oh, he clips the wall. That's actually really lucky he didn't rip a wheel off there with the contact model in this game. Could have really, there's all sorts of trouble. But just shows how quick it is, how quick it can all change here. Run really wide and just race over instantly, but he did well to keep going. China now looking quite close in the back of Delhi Fuller as well.
Oh, and I think Asif Mardi has front wing damage. I think he's missing an end plate.
Yes, he is, front left.
That's big, because downforce is definitely crucial on this track, as 50-50 wings are the way to go, so he'll definitely be struggling, and I reckon Vanes will try and get past as soon as possible if his engineers are telling him what's happening.
Yeah, well, obviously the Haas is in straight order, still burning a fair bit to try and get past, but he needs to get the move done early because obviously that front wing will be okay while his tyres are fresh. Probably drop off. Oh, what the heck happened there? Someone's just gone straight.
Oh, I think that was Flying Kiwi.
Yeah. Flying Kiwi got it all wrong now. I'm not sure what happened. It just saw a kick go straight past. Luckily pulled the car up in time, but not ideal for his race. Doesn't look like he's got any damage, but
I think he's missing an end plate though.
interesting. China still hasn't got the job done yet. Deadly Fuller just about to lose, and that's a big crash. I think I heard it. Front wing missing the Aston, possibly XD. Yeah, no wing on the front of that car.
Ooh.
Oh, this could be bad here. Hopefully everyone can get past safely, as that front wing damage is causing problems for that Aston. Can't stop it. He gets out the way there nicely, so hopefully he can get into the pits, get that fixed, and he'll be on his way. SJ also in the pits, so he might have damage too. So all sorts of drama early on in this race, mate.
The back of the pack drama has struck, and it looks like we've got 5 people now that have all fallen prey to the front wing damage. So I wonder if they'll be able to bring it back in before the end of the race, or if they'll struggle.
Obviously, probably hoping for a safety car of some sort to bring them back into it, but it's a long race. It's super long. Anything can happen here. Definitely not over yet for any of these guys, but Vane's still struggling to get past Asif, and that gaps up the top have gotten bigger and bigger. Ranieri now 2.5 in front, and Yog 2.9 in front of Asif. So the top two are just in another level at the moment. Got a really good start and broken away nicely there. Vane's just hanging on to the back of that Red Bull though. If he can get past, he might be able to break away. I do think he has the pace, but maybe that front wing's helping his straight line speed enough. It's not allowing Vanes to get past at all. As far as Quiet Cake and Arvark, they have not let them out of their side either.
Yeah. We can start to see some of the gaps forming towards the back here. We've got Fat Eagles 4 seconds behind, so the DRS train is currently down to P10, and oh, Quiet Cake gets past Vanes there.
Oh, Vane's a bit squirmy on the power there. That's going to actually fall him under pressure now from Aardvark. Does Aardvark have a go here as well? I don't think he would be able to with the DRS of the Mercedes, but yeah, it looked like Quiet Cake was under some serious pressure there for a second. Let's see now if Afis can get away. Oh, sorry, Quiet Cake can get away.
Oh, and there's... Oh, this is...
Oh, what's happening here? Bit of drama.
Vanes ran it a bit wide through the hairpin 90 degree, and then everyone kind of backed up. But it seems to have all settled itself out here.
Well, this lead pack, other than obviously the top two, they're all within DRS. So like we saw last night, that's where the strategy really comes into play. Is China's still trying to get past the Williams, but as soon as the Williams lose the DRS, that's when he can strike. But at the moment, he's just struggling to get past here. As the Alpine now has to think about it. On Vanes around the outside. Does he get it done? He does. Jumps the curb a bit there. Oh, exact same incident as last night. Haas gets into the wall there. Might be looked at after the race, but we don't know. No damage on either car, so all good so far. As China had a fought.
All this battling has made Quiet Cake and Asif just kind of try and run away here. They've brought the gap up to 1.5 seconds, so these guys behind might have made the mistake of trying to battle for position, and now the train is becoming smaller.
Yeah, I mean, it's super easy to do, trying to get past, and then they fight back, and then all of a sudden you're a second behind the guy in front. But it's early days. I wouldn't take too much into account with the gaps, but one thing for certain is Ranieri and Yog are on some serious pace tonight. They're really doing well. Ranieri controlling the pace up the front there. He's spread that gap out to a comfortable margin. As we just look at what's happening in this middle pack. Quiet Cakes, can he get past Asif? Still with that Red Bull damage. Won't be long before that starts to affect his tyres. Obviously when they lose their grip around that lap 12 mark, we'll start to feel them. that front wing will be all sorts of drama. Trying to stop the car, and I had that in Div 1. Very hard to drive with front wing damage. Quiet Cake trying to get on the power. No battery needed at the moment for him, so he's obviously confident in his pace, and he's got a lot of overspeed on the Red Bull. So what's your thoughts on the race so far, mate? Obviously Ranieri and Yog looking really good.
We haven't had a safety car yet, and we're on lap 9, coming soon onto lap 10, so that's a big shock. I think it took my division, Div 4, 3 laps for a safety car, and 1 lap for a virtual. So, I mean, it's definitely been cleaner than I thought it would have been, but other than the little bits of contact in the middle, or at the start, where people had to pit, it's been very clean.
Yeah, there's been some great battles on track. This DRS train here in particular is quite entertaining. These guys all trying to get one up on each other. The top two are starting to battle away now. Aardvark's starting to break away from that pack. But interesting, as we got a yellow down the back.
Yellow.
That's a Williams. No, that's a RB. Minmay has left wing
that's half
damage.
his front wing gone.
It's unfortunate there. He'll have to pit. And I think he's already... No, he hasn't. I thought he had already pitted, but at least he can probably jump on the hards now and go long, but that's unfortunate. I'm not sure what happened there for the RB driver. Thunderkiller's still trying to get past Dutch too, but this DRS train's brutal. I mean, it's very hard to get an overtake done here, mate. Quiet Cake might be able to get Asif soon, though. I don't think it's going to be long before we see an overtake into the podium position for Merck. Obviously reserving in the Mercedes tonight. If he can get past, it will start to open up the pit window, because I mean obviously the pit window is probably not for another 10 laps yet, or 8 laps at least. So we'll have to wait and see, but he needs to push, leave Asif behind if he can. Don't think it's going to be easy though. Yog's starting to actually drop off. These guys are only 1.4 off Yog now.
I wonder if Yog has maybe pushed his tyres too hard this early stint. I think, or he had started to save them, because I mean the guys behind him are catching up, but I mean the gap to Ranieri's kind of staying the same still, so it could just be saving tyres.
Yeah, maybe. It also will help the two battling Quiet Cake with the DRS. If they're just doing it on the straights and fighting there, they'll be able to gain time on Yog, but Yog definitely lost a fair bit of time to him. He was up around the 3 seconds at one point, I believe. Some more battles down the back. Kiwi just on the back of Thunderballs. These guys have all pitted with unfortunate damage at the start. What's your thoughts on their strategy? Obviously, they're going to have to go long.
I definitely think as long as you can save the tyres, those tyres can go forever until they drop off. I mean, I think around the 30% mark is when the tyres really start to lose speed, and that takes forever to hit. So, I mean, it might be a blessing. Oh,
what's happened there?
What's happened to Vanes?
He's out. DNF. I can't see his car. I can only see a wheel. It's a very weird place. It's a DNF. That's unfortunate. Oh, that changes everything, because it's a bit early for the medium guys to get off their tyres, but at the same time, oh god, that's tough. What do you reckon? Do you reckon they pit like?
I mean, you could gamble it, I reckon, because those tyres can go forever, and there'll probably be more safety cars now, because the restarts cause safety cars. So, I mean, if I was in their position, I'd gamble it, but, I mean, depending on what information they're getting from their engineers, then it's their choice.
Yeah. The safety car will stay out for a little bit, but yeah, very unfortunate for Vanes. We're not sure what happened there. Not sure if it was just a mistake on his end or something else happened, but hopefully we could find out later. But this will shake up the field now. I mean, the gaps weren't huge, but it will bring the guys that had to pit early back into it, definitely. And they will definitely probably just stay out. But the end of the day,
Ranieri comes in.
Yeah, that's huge. Ranieri's in. Yog stays out.
Asif. Aardvark's in.
Everyone's.
I think
There's a lot of people in.
everyone but the top 3 right now have pit. So, oh, and I think that was Daz that just went past.
This is interesting. Ranieri's gone back to mediums, so he is looking at. He definitely obviously has to pit again, but rather than trying to go long on the hards, he's probably going to just have a little quick stint on these mediums. Probably pit around the normal time he had to anyway. So that's an interesting strategy for Ferrari. That could work in his favour too. He is the first car on fresh tyres. Everyone else opting to stay out. Yog especially, I was surprised about. I thought he might have reacted to Ranieri, but for some of these other guys I can understand why. Track position could be quite big here. Yeah. Even on the safety car restart, if these quick guys behind get stuck, they won't be able to break away.
If the front 3 guys are able to keep the guys behind them and still be able to save tyres, I think that they'll be able to maybe go over what they thought they were going to do when they were going to pit originally, and maybe ruin these guys behind's tyres. Try and give them all the dirty air and wear them out as fast as they can, so that advantage just kind of wears off.
Yeah, absolutely. It depends too. If obviously Yog a deadly fight, this will allow Ranieri to get through, like you said. But it'll just be interesting to see how far these guys that opted not to pit fall down when their pit window opens in about 10 more laps. That's what I'm saying. If they can really push on this stint, it won't hurt them too much. But that safety car has allowed those guys to basically get a free pit stop. So it's very up in the air on who's actually our net race leader. I think Ranieri's still net race leader at the moment. Obviously these guys haven't pitted, but I just want to see what strategy they go for.
It'll be interesting to see what they do from here. I mean, their tyres aren't going to last for very much longer. I think they went for 10 proper racing laps, or 12 or 11. So they'll definitely be worn out, but the safety car will probably slow that down a lot.
Yes, absolutely. Jump back up the top. Haas looking good tonight. Obviously, unfortunately, one DNF, but their other driver in P1. It's a long race. Do you prioritise obviously pushing early? Do you reckon, or just taking it conservative?
I reckon taking it conservative is better. Not staying directly behind someone, but maybe staying in a train close to someone is probably much better than staying like side by side with someone and trying to battle your way through, because if you can get your first stint to go longer than you thought it would, then that second stint won't be as bad toward the end, and you can just push like crazy towards the end of the race, or third stint maybe if you're going for a 2-stop. But I definitely think that being conservative, keeping out of the walls, and just not trying to fight your way through at the start is definitely a smart choice.
Yeah, I agree with you, mate. These cars, like we said earlier, are really heavy. They only start to lap 13 now, and be starting to lighten up a bit, starting to feel a little bit nicer. But if you're carrying so much fuel, the cars are cold, it can be a nightmare those first 10 laps to try and navigate this track. as Jackal gets a surprise interview. So hopefully he can see that. He is not in yet, but Jackal, mate, if you wanted to, you can jump into the comms box, have a chat.
And here he is. He's in.
Jackal, mate, obviously your team looking quite solid. P3, P13. What's your thoughts on the race so far?
Yeah, mate, Yog's looking pretty deadly, isn't he, at the top? What a quality time that was from him. But yeah, the boys are doing a great job managing it. No damage yet, and pretty early safety car only on lap 14. So yeah, the strategy's going good. Everyone's with engineering, and should be a long rest of the race. So I hope you have brought your popcorn.
Yeah, mate. Obviously, early days, no damage is always a good sign. Bit of a split strategy. One pitting under safety car, one not, to probably avoid the double stack. But yeah, obviously Yog the guy to beat tonight, you think?
I think he'll be beaten. I just think that it's going to be interesting trying to beat him. But I don't think we're too worried about Yog at the moment. More Ranieri. I think Ranieri's the one we've got our eyes on those fresh mediums.
No worries.
And
Well,
safety cars in this lap. Just saying.
yeah, mate. You got any questions for?
Yeah. I thought you were talking to me. I was going to ask you to do P2 last night. Just want to say well done to you, and yeah, hope Deadly can hold on to this P2 as well.
Yeah, cheers, bro. Appreciate it. Sorry, I got a bit of a cough tonight, but yeah, appreciate it, bro. All right.
Well, I don't think
You
I
don't-
have any more questions, so
Right. Well, thanks, boys, and good luck, Husey, and good luck, Jordan.
Cheers, mate.
And RJ, if you're listening to this, I hate you.
Take us away for the restart, mate.
oh, okay. Everyone seems to have gotten away quite cleanly here. No moves that I have seen, but Governor gets a 3-second. But there is some battling at the back, but everyone at the front has kept it clean, and Yog has brought the gap out over 1 second immediately. He is knuckling down and trying to get that gap up, and using the guys behind battling to maybe be able to break out enough to pit and still be close. But there's some battling in the middle of the pack coming through this second sector, but everyone seemed to have just kept it calm on this first lap. There's not been any collisions that I've seen. No one's gone spearing off. Seems like the safety car restart hasn't caused a collision.
Yeah, I must say, obviously, people yet to pit, but the safety car restart has definitely shaken up the grid. A few names up the top now that obviously weren't there. Ranieri trying to break through the field, but struggling. He will just have to tuck behind. These guys will still have relatively good pace on their tyres, but it's still a long race. He doesn't want to take any risks and get any damages. Arvark might have a crack here on the Ferrari. No, he's just very close. But yeah, thoughts on how McLaren are doing? Obviously, we just spoke to his TP, but what's your thoughts, mate?
I definitely think that Thunder Killer is in the spot to be right now. He hasn't pit yet, and that's a factor, but he's at the front. I mean, the pack will definitely start to become more gappy, and he might be able to slot in somewhere in fresh air when he pits, but I reckon that not pitting under this safety car was the right choice, and just trying to wait till later as he goes for a move into the hairpin here on the and there's contact, but he gets the move done. Can Deadly Fuller go back for it? No, looks like he gets the move done.
Yeah, the Aston actually had to think about it too, but decided not to go up the inside there. Can always end in tears there. That corner in particular is really hard to get a move done on, but Some early moves happening on the restart. SJ also getting a move done on Aston. He's got some work to do. He had a tough start to the race, so watch out for him. He's on some quick tyres too. Quiet Cake also trying to chop through the field.
But Yog is already, he's brought the gap up to 2.2 now, so it seems like the pushing, trying to get away is definitely working for him with these three.
Quiet Cake got the brakes all wrong there.
Oh. But it looks like the second. Oh, and Asif gets the 3 seconds. Oh, that's not going to do well for his race. But it looks like second, third, and fourth, them battling has just let Yog try and run away here. So this could be good, but if there's another safety car soon, they might have messed up their strategy here, and they're probably going to have to pit.
Well, Yog's tyres will not last much longer before they start to die. So when he pits, he will drop to the right to the back.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, does almost incident there, but these guys really cautious. You can see how cautious they are when these overtakes are happening, which is really good to see. We got yellows again. What's that? Thunder Killer gets a 3 second. Super easy to run up the back of someone here too, because braking zones are all mushed up. Everyone shaking different lines here. Just trying to see if anyone's losing some of their points.
And the McLaren of Jutsi has got front wing damage, I think. Yeah, he's missing most of that wing on the right there. So that's not good.
There's absolute battles everywhere here. Ranieri is cooking, mate, definitely. Watch out, because he has not let these guys break away as he needed to do. Yog's-ception. Yog is on another level at the moment, but he still has to pit. Ranieri has pitted.
And it looks like the 3 seconds are just kind of flowing in now. We've got Thunder Killer, Asif, Faded Menace now, as I said it, Governor, Wintercat, and Jutsi all have 3 seconds. So, and Ranieri gets past Fat Eagle there, down the straight.
Yeah, these guys will be most likely just getting out the way for him, because he will be super quick compared to the guys around him. So it moves at the back. Arvak too. Had a bit of contact there, but seemed to be okay. He goes wide on the dirty marbles. The kick has to slow down. He's actually going to get swamped now. Daz.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a Red Bull wide.
Asif having to react. God, that could have ended in tears.
It's a good job that they all kept it clean there. That could have ended terribly.
Oh, the Red Bull.
Down the inside there. Oh! That's a big one. It looked like Asif just straight lined the wall there.
Oh no, this is drama here.
Oh, they're 3 wide. There's contact. There's a wing, I think, that just fell off on SJ's car.
Jeez. That was bad.
I think. Oh, and that's Wintercat that just spun it in the final corner, I think. Yeah, Wintercat spun it in the final corner.
It's unlucky. He's had a tough race.
But I think what started that there was Asif had quite the lock-up and just straight lined the turn and just didn't get it stopped. Went into the wall and then everyone tried to dodge it, but Aardvark here is getting swamped. Oh, there's contact between him and the Mercedes. They keep it out of the wall there.
Aardvark, yeah, just chose to stay. Ping pong there to Aston. Almost. Oh. Hold your breath for him. Oh no. A bit of contact.
Aardvark with quite the move there. I think there was a little bit of contact involved there.
Yeah, definitely no damage at the moment by the looks of it, but definitely a bit of damage. Oh god, sorry about the coughing, guys. I'm not well. It's Thunderballs. Yes, Lamb is on a charge with that early incident. He has made up some serious ground. That safety car really helped him, but still got a lot of work to do, but he's in the points.
Ranieri's up to second. He's passed Thunderkiller and is now going to hunt down Yog. Oh! Into turn one. I think there was a bit of contact between... Oh! What is happening? I think Fat Eagle, Aardvark and Quiet Cake are getting a bit close here.
Yeah, absolutely. This could be a big overtake here. Mercedes gets it done on Aardvark. Oh, Aardvark curb rides.
Aardvark.
Oh, it's gonna learn. Dutch gets it done, but the Red Bull taps the back.
I think he might have some front wing damage there.
Oh, what a kick in the Alpine at the back.
SJ with quite the move there on Daz. It was clean. It was calculated. It was smooth.
Absolutely.
Oh, and Ranieri gets past Yog at the top.
That's
He's
huge.
made the move.
Ranieri absolutely on a charge. No one... Yeah, well, no one really on the same strategy as him near him at the moment.
I think the closest guy to him on the same strategy is Quiet Cake, and he's caught up in a battle for P5.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge for Ranieri, and he's almost out of DRS anyway, so...
Oh no, that's just Aardvark hitting. So, I think Aardvark might have got some damage there. Did he? Is this his first stop?
Take us with a lap with Dutch, mate, because he's in a great battle.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh, Dutch is currently sitting in 7th, right behind Fat Eagle. He refrains from taking the dive there, probably the smarter move. But I think Fat Eagle is one of the few that didn't pick. Yes, I'm not mistaken. Fat Eagle is still on those old medium tires, and is evidently struggling here. He seems to be keeping it clean though. Those tires are worn, but he hasn't had that many slides. But Dutch is right in behind him here. He's got to take the move now. He's got DRS, he's got ERS, but I think he's saving it to the next straight. He gets on the overtake early. He gets on the DRS. He's right behind Fat Eagle here. He's going to the outside.
Oh.
He's got the move done before the corner. What a move.
Just got some cough syrup. Hopefully that helps.
And Deadly Fuller's into the pits. He's made the call that staying out was not good. He needs to pit and get off those old tires.
Yeah, you have to do it before those tyres lose too much time. As the Aston gets a bit inside there. The Alpine, Aardvark, of SJ, looking quite dangerous on those new mediums.
With a run maybe here on Fat Eagle, will he go for it? I think he's a bit far behind now. We was a bit behind there to go for the move, but he's got to make the move this lap because Fat Eagle is just falling down the order here on the old tyres.
Yeah, I think most of these guys that haven't pitted will react. Oh. Just to know, really hurt Kiwi too in the pits. He actually had to double stack with his teammate Daz.
it looks like Thunder Killer right now is the only one that didn't pit, other than Yog, that is still basically in his position. And as I say that, Quiet Cake gets past,
Thunder
and
Killer.
he goes into the pits.
Yeah, he's in. So he should be able
And
to
Fight Eagles as well.
undercut Yog a little bit.
Yeah. Yog though has the clean air. I mean, I don't know what's better. Obviously, we can't see what his tires are on right now, but if he's just able to keep it clean on this lap and still has a bit left in them, he might be able to make the undercut not that bad. Oh, never mind. I thought that was an incident. Never mind. Just China getting past Governor.
Yeah, China was lining that move up for a while. I think the hards might be the better tyre at the moment, or China just has some pace, but this little battle pack is starting to intensify.
Yeah, and Yog's been on his medium for 22 laps.
Yeah, I think he's hoping
That
for a
is-
safety car here. He's losing a
Yeah.
lot of time now. And
He's
this is
losing it all to Ranieri, but Dutch Verstappen behind doesn't seem to be gaining at all on him. Looks like that gap is just kind of staying at the 4.5 range.
Yeah, we saw this in the previous races throughout. Track position here is quite massive. If you get caught up in one of these battles with someone on older tyre, it really hampers your undercut ability, really. It's very hard to figure out who's on what strategy. There's a lot of these tyres, you know, some guys will be trying to go to the end on the hards, some will be opting to pit later on in the race. Still a long way to go. Very interesting.
I think it's too early to go for till the end. I think Yog is either hoping for a safety car or is saving those tyres, because Dutch isn't catching all that dramatically as Governor makes the move on China here. But he's not catching up drastically here. So if Yog can maybe stretch those tyres a couple more laps, he can go to the end on the hards. And
Yeah.
the safety car would just be a little cherry on the top.
I think the one stop's definitely the way Yog is sort of going at the moment. Would be the safest bet. Look a little bit further down as this battle between and Daz is also getting quite spicy.
These two caught up in some post-safety car drama and collisions, so they were doing well, they were up the top, but they were just caught in some collisions and they were on the older tyres anyway, and they had to pit and just get out of there. So probably unfortunate for them, but still in the points positions right now.
Absolutely. Thunderballs might even line up a move on the Williams, possibly. It doesn't look like it this lap, but it will be close. But this battle between China and SJ is still cracking on. One of the closer battles on track. SJ does have a pen. These guys don't want to hold up each other too much. They'll be trying to catch Quiet Cake, get back onto the lead pack.
SJ's having quite the race here. I think he's up 6 places, so
Yeah, he's having a
he's
solid
been able to
race.
keep it. He's been able to keep it clean, he's been able to keep it out of the walls. Now he's just kind of battling back here with China.
Absolutely. Got some moves here.
I think Thunderballs was caught up in a little bit of drama there because he dropped 2 places.
Interesting. Back behind mid-May. So we go back up. We'll actually have a look at Thunder Killer here. Doesn't like get a move done on Deadly Fuller in a second. No, just has to see if he can save a little bit more battery for this straight. He might be able to get it done, but Deadly is a little bit too far in front at the moment to be able to get that move. He has a great exit there. Gets back onto the power. should be able to get it done here, but might wait till the next straight and opt for that longer opportunity here. This is probably one of my more favourite spots to overtake, but the only issue is they get DRS the next way around, so he chooses to stay behind.
I think the prime overtaking spot on this track is the DRS zone in Sector 1. You have the entire middle sector just to try and bring the gap up to where they can't hurt you in the final sector, but looks like, never mind. Thought he was going to go for quite the audacious move into turn 1 there.
Yeah, you thought about it. As we see Thunderballs sort of back on the back anyway, even though that little issue happened. Didn't lose too much time.
But Yog seems... Oh, Thunderkiller gets past
Oh.
Deadly Fuller. I don't know if there's contact there. I just clicked off of them, but...
Yeah, no contact.
Oh.
He just had to go very deep. So he will have to push now, see if he can break out of Deadly Fuller's DRS. It'll be hard though. Oh, he jumps the inside curb there too, so Deadly's now all over the back of him. It's so bad. Like, this track is probably one of the harder tracks to break DRS. As soon as they get it, it's very hard to break it. As McLaren goes way over to the left. I think Yog is in the pits.
He's pitting. I think he was hoping for a safety car, but it never came. So if he wants to go on the one stop now, I think he has to go 35 laps on the hards, which is doable. They'll probably last that long. I don't know if they'll stay in peak performance that long, but they certainly won't get that bad.
Yeah, you can definitely do it. Let's see where he comes out. He'll probably come out behind this battle pack, which is unfortunate because he'll have the overspeed now, but he has serious work to do to get past them guys.
Ooh. It was a bit close coming out of the pits there with some drivers towards the back here. Oh.
The
Oh,
yellow.
he spun the McLaren. He spun the McLaren.
Jutsi, does he have damage? No.
I think Yog just turned, might have given not enough space, might have maybe Jutsi just jumped over the curb there, but there was a clip front left to rear right and he's just spun around. So that was unlucky for him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm sure that will be looked at. Should, but we'll have to wait and see. Thunderballs might be looking for the move here on the Williams once again. He's in a solid spot here. All these guys in front of him, all on sort of similar strategy, in my opinion. I'd probably be looking around the pitting soonish to get on the hards to the end. God. But Thunderballs would love to be up there with his teammate, I'm sure. Mercedes at the moment looking... Oh, just as we mentioned, it gets a free second.
Oh, that's... It's not really wanted, but it's still time for everyone else to get the penalties.
Yeah.
If he can just keep it on track for the rest of the race, I think there certainly will be some more coming.
Yeah, sometimes it's better just to get it out of the way early and deal with it so you're not on your toes for the whole race. But as he goes, probably here for the move, I think Thunderballs gets it done, no problems. Easy as.
It looks like Dutch is slowly starting to reel in Ranieri at the top here. The gap was about 5 seconds and now it's down to 3.7. I wonder if maybe those medium tyres on Ranieri is slowly starting to fall off now. Because everyone behind him, I think, is on the hards, other than Governor. So it's been 17 laps on those mediums. They're gonna have to come off soon if he wants them to stay alive.
Yeah, I've definitely had enough water mates. Not helping it, unfortunately, but let's see. These gaps starting to open up now. DRS, like we mentioned earlier, is crucial. So Arvark now gets a penalty. I think we'll see more and more as these stints start to get longer.
Oh. And the Mercedes swapping up the top there. I think Dutch might have made a mistake because the gap has gone right back up again.
Maybe that's why they swapped. Dutch struggling. To wait and see. Quiet Cake, see what he can do. Reel that gap in. Ranieri's tyres must be hurting.
Doesn't look like Dutch has got any damage, so it might have just been a mistake and they've decided that they should swap around.
Daz now could be quite quick on these medium tyres. Currently in P12. I do believe he might have got tangled up with some unlucky drama at the start. I think he was a lot higher than that. But some of these guys are a bit out of position with their pit stops. And we got an onboard request with Yog.
Where is it?
So he is
Down
currently
P15.
trailing Fat Eagle. He should be able to reel him in on those new tyres, but it'll take a couple of laps for them to be in their window.
Well, I think Yog trying to extend that stint might have been a mistake, or it looks like it has been a mistake now, but come the end of the race, his tyres certainly won't be as worn as the guys that pit 3-4 laps before him. And I mean, if he's able to bring the gap to Ranieri down below 20 seconds, then he has the net lead, but right now it's 12 seconds off.
Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do, a lot of traffic in front, and he's a long way out of track position, obviously, than where he would hope. That's what we mentioned last night. Sometimes it's a bit different, the strategy here, than what it says on paper, because everyone pits a bit early and you have to react, but he should be able to have some clean air at least once he gets past the Aston. He should be able to start to push. But yeah, he's a long way off at the moment. I'm just interested to see when Ranieri pulls the trigger. I'd say he will be probably looking pretty soon.
As Wintercat has left the session.
Hopefully you can get him back
Yep.
in.
I've already sent the invite.
But China now are starting to apply some pressure on the Mercedes. Both Mercedes actually, which is never easy to pass two cars of the same team. They can work together very well here to defend that Red Bull. China might opt just to stay behind, but that, obviously we mentioned earlier, the engine temperature here is quite crucial. China is now in the dirty air of two cars instead of one, so just needs to be careful here.
It looks like Ranieri's tyres aren't as bad as we might have thought, because the gap has started to plateau at about the 4.3 to 4.7 mark. So maybe they aren't as worn as they were.
Yeah. I mean, he's doing well, 19 laps, so is SJ. 19 laps on those tyres, but they won't be fast at all, but he's still holding that gap. We look at the fastest laps there. Asif actually has the fastest lap at the moment. But yeah, I'd say the pit window will open pretty soon for him. Oh, Thunder Killer and Deadly. Oh, sorry, I think that's Faded. Just touch a little bit there. But Thunder Killer will be easy to break away at the moment. He's on fresh tyres compared to Faded. So you should have no problems there.
It looks... I think when Ranieri pits, he'll come out. If he was to pit these next coming laps, he'll come out around Faded Menace, Deadly Fuller, maybe Thunder Killer if he has a good in lap. But it looks like right now, Yog has not made a very good strategy call, pitting so late, because he's now 30 seconds behind Ranieri, and doesn't look like he seems to be catching.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's still a long way to go. We've probably just obviously just crossed the halfway mark of this race as Asif goes for the move. Oh,
Ooh.
They make contact. Does he lose a wing? I think he did. End plate there. So that will be looked at after the race, I'm sure. But yeah, the penalties too really racking up now. Like, if you think about it, still 32 laps to go, or 30 something laps to go, and there's a lot of penalties already. A lot of 3 seconds, only 1.6 with XD. But yeah, track limit's still very hard around here, even though it's a street circuit. It's very easy to get track limit penalties as the Williams swap position there. As I think one has damage. Go back up the top. China still trying to stay on these Mercs tails, just trying to keep a gap, possibly to keep the car a bit cold. So we've got more moves here in this middle pack. Damage on that Red Bull. He surely has to pit. He will be in the pits as Daz gets the overtake obviously done, and that's unfortunate for us. If he should be able to, if he has another set of hards, he will be able to go to the end, no stress. And probably mediums would just get him to the end if he pushed them, but hards would be the better bet.
It looks like the second, third, and fourth have stopped battling, and they're now catching right up to the back of Ranieri here. The gap's come down what seems to be a second over the past few laps.
Yeah, Daz had a four. Think about it on Arvark, and he pulled out, and that's actually allowed Fat Eagle to sneak up the inside there. So massive moves happening throughout the field here with this DRS games. These guys really trying to push to get back onto the lead pack here. Safety car would shake things up, obviously.
Oh. As Aardvark goes for quite the ambitious move there, and I think he hit Faded Menace. If I'm not mistaken, yep, Faded Menace now has front wing damage.
Oh no.
It was quite the ambitious. It was quite the ambitious.
Sorry.
Oh, and there's more contact at the back here, but it was quite the ambitious dive from Aardvark into the hairpin, and it looks like he just misjudged his braking, went straight into the side of Faded Menace, but he hasn't picked. Faded Menace has stayed out.
Maybe it's just minor wing damage at this stage. China. God, he's really trying to get past now.
Yo.
Hello?
What's up, Vito? Shipping the boom. How's this? Let's see the.
Oh!
Let's see the.
Faded's had a big crash.
Joyful, get out, mate. it's race.
Oh,
Just having a look here. Jutsi gets the overtake done on Faded. I think Faded's had to pit. Nah, he's in all sorts of drama now. He has to pit.
I think I just looked up and saw Faded was sideways going through the 9-degree left-hander there. I think Fat Eagle or Daz was going for a move, or maybe even Yog, and they've just turned him around. Oh, and he's tapped at the wall. He's got no front wing right now. This cannot be helping him at all.
No. There's also the Aston of Fat Eagle. Oh, crap, sorry guys. Fat Eagle has no wing as well.
Oh, I think it was... That must have been Fat Eagle then, who's or he's come across the front of Fat Eagle and just put them both in the wall.
His XD says his game's no good, so hopefully he can restart and go back in. But yeah, a few pit stops happening. Fat Eagle's gonna have to replace that wing, so we're faded. Bit of drama on lap 35. Thunder Killer versus Thunder Bulls. Thunder Killer doesn't get the move done there. Thought about it.
Oh, is missing an end plate, Thunder Killer. On the front left, he has no end plate. That could be big.
Yeah, it's won't be too bad at the moment why his tyres are sort of fresh, but yeah, it'll be extremely difficult if he is trying to go to the end on those tyres. There'll be a long stint with front wing damage. Talk about Ranieri now. He's 2.6 away from Quiet Cake. When does he pull the pin on those mediums, you reckon?
Well, looking at how long he's been on them, it's been 23 laps. It doesn't look like he's struggling on those tyres. The gap is coming down, but hasn't had any noticeable drastic drops in time. So I think that if he stays out maybe a few more laps and chucks on a set of hards, he's set.
Oh, Thunder Killer goes wide. That's going to hurt him. He'll be able to just maybe get back into DRS. He just went wide into the final corner there, so it's fairly easy to lose DRS, as you can see. China has split the Mercs now. The Mercs have actually dropped apart. Dutch and China fighting has obviously allowed Quiet Cake to start attacking Ranieri. He's actually really reeling Ranieri in. Are those mediums dropping off? I think they would be. 24 laps. They'd be starting to get pretty average. China still can't get it done through there. Still got a lot of battery. See if he burns any here to try and get the move done, as Dutch looks to be struggling a little bit. But these guys are on equal tyre wear. God.
I wonder if maybe China's just been saving his tyres more, because it definitely looks like Dutch is struggling, but China's keeping it smooth and just kind of staying behind him for now. I think that he might have saved his tyres a lot more on that stint. And Ranieri comes into the pits. Where will he come out?
Yeah, that's interesting,
in
because
this race?
there's a lot of traffic. I think he'll slot in behind the kicks somewhere. As SJ's left the session. You could try and invite him in, mate.
Yep.
I think it'll be a bit further than that. Probably around Yog. So Yog should be able to jump him just due to that pure undercut that he would have had, but it will be close. But his tyre offset now will be quite large. Oh, what's happened there? Ranieri's lagging a bit. I'm not sure if that was just on my end.
No, I think Ranieri is just having a bit of a lag spike there, but it looks like he's been able to just come out in front of Yog, but Yog is really low on ERS here, but has the DRS. It'll be interesting to see what happens, and the two Thunders up ahead.
Oh, big battle here. These guys have been battling for a few laps. So we saw Killer go wide before. He's reeled him in now. He's fronted the Ferrari. Might allow Deadly Fuller to have a look. Deadly Fuller are doing well with no penalties here too, so he will gain a couple of spots if he can avoid getting one himself. There's an end plate off Killer, obviously. I think Balls might have damage too. No, he doesn't.
I think a lot of these guys without penalties right now are hoping for a late race safety car where they can
China and Dutch make contact.
I think they're both missing an end plate now.
Yeah. That might even be a safety car. No safety car.
Doesn't look like it.
But that will shake up the strategy once again. They probably were around the time they needed to pit, but yeah, not ideal there. They're going to lose some time having to fix that wing.
And I've just noticed Governor is still on his 26 lap old mediums.
That's interesting.
Surely he has to pit soon.
Hoping
It's a
for
very...
mid race safety car possibly.
Mm. And I think Thunderballs and might have had a mistake because he's well off the back of Deadly Fuller and Thunderkiller, and they've made contact.
Yeah, now he's got Aardvark all at the back. His tyres will be nice and warm. Actually, on fresher tyres than Thunderbolts. So does the Alpine have a crack here? There's the gap to leader. You see it's quite spread. Battle between Ranieri and Yolg. It's the main one. Yolg unable to stay with Ranieri though.
And it looks like these guys have caught up to SJ, and already Deadly's straight past.
And Thunderkiller gets the move done as well, and gets a 3-second penalty.
That's not at all what he'd be wanting this at this time at all.
Oh, the top two have pitted, and they've opted. Well, one's gone mediums, so that means he'll go to the end, obviously, and then he'll be very fast. Quiet Cake. Watch out for him.
Oh! There's contact. I don't think SJ's joined back. And his AI has caused a little bit of a coming together. That is not what he wants to hear.
Have you been able to send him an invite, or?
I have. I don't think he's joined yet, though.
Okay. Hopefully he can get in. It's Quiet Cake just trying to get the move done on Yog. He needs to get this done really quickly with those fresh tyres. He cannot lose too much time here. Yog is not really probably, well, used to be, but Yog's strategy is not going to plan, in my opinion. I think he's in a bit of trouble here because these guys seriously close. He's got an onboard request with Ranieri.
Who's right on the back of Thunderballs here.
You take us with a lap with Ranieri, mate.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're currently trying to get past the AI of SJ, and they both get past here. Currently, he's right behind his teammate, who's having a crack race and seems to be letting him through. Probably the good choice, as Thunderballs will try and defend the guys behind. But he's had a great race so far. He's led from the front, and right now he's your net leader. So I think his strategy has been incredible today. But just getting through these first few corners, yeah, not much else I can say other than he's had a great race so far. Just see how his lap goes. He's already bridged the gap out to Thunderballs behind. And he seems to just... His goal this race for now will be keep it clean, keep it out of the walls, keep it on the track, and don't get caught up in anything, any incidents.
Yeah, I think this is Ranieri's race to lose, in my opinion.
I feel that the guys in front either are going to have to pit, or these guys behind are just going to pass them because their tyres are better anyway. But yeah. Oh, and it looks like everyone's slowly getting an invite, and that's why they're slowly getting kicked out of the game. That's the second time that's happened to SJ. That's really unfortunate. And I think that's also what happened to Winter as well. Maybe the update is coming in for some people that haven't updated it yet, and yeah, really unfortunate.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but hopefully everyone can get past, no problems there. He's got him yellows.
There's a yellow.
There's the AI is in the pit, so that should be alright. What's the yellow for? Oh, big crash
Oh,
with Asif.
that's not. That's. Oh. It looks like SJ's AI attempted to pit, denied it, came out of the pits, and has just accidentally murdered Asif. That's not good.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah,
this will
they're...
definitely benefit the top two here, who still will need to pit to change those tyres, because they've been on them close to 20 laps here.
Yeah, that's bad, but yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, the SJ wasn't in the car, mate, so didn't purposely bin it. But yeah, really big drama there on the safety car. Now that's gonna shake it up. Is it just a VSC?
No, it's a full. Oh wait, is it? There's no safety car out on track right now. So.
Oh well, we got
Oh, and it was
SJ
just
in the
VSC.
comms books. So, mate, what happened?
Update, mate. Strikes again.
Oh,
Ah. That's not what you want to hear.
I am pissed. Seriously, not very happy at all. I've just done 24 laps on the mediums, and I just got the update and it kicked me out, and now I can't get back in because of the version number. So thank you, EA. Thank you very much. That's so basically just a waste of time. I've just done 42 hours, which is a waste of time. And then I just heard that my AI's just killed someone. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, great,
yeah, that's
lovely.
yeah.
Yeah, not the
unfortunate.
information you want to hear.
No. Apart from that, I think, yeah, there was a few things going on, obviously, at the beginning. Quite early on the brakes, a few guys, and yeah, got wing damage quite early on, then went into the pits. Went on, obviously, I think it was on the hards, pushed them for a period of time, then on safety, and then I think I was the only car on the mediums, so I think I went from P17 to P5, so massive stint, and then, yeah, I knew that TMT was behind me, Minmay was behind me, catching me for a period of time, and then, I was told lap 38, coming in for the hards, and then the update, and I think the same probably has happened to Bang, or maybe I don't know unless he binned it, I'm not sure. So yeah, not very happy.
No, I can't imagine you'd be
Not
happy,
very
mate.
happy at all.
Yeah.
No, especially on 100, because I was feeling pretty good, man. I was looking to do the undercut, and I think I'd probably got a P5, P4 finish. So yeah, very unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate, mate. Well, I'll hand you over to F7
Grumbles, mate.
if he had any questions for you.
Well,
Be
you were
nice.
having an amazing. You're having an amazing race so far. The strategy, other than the fact you had to pit because of damage, the strategy was amazing. You brought the mediums out forever, and you'd only started losing time when the AI had kicked in. So your plan was to pit lap 38 and just run to the end, was it?
Yeah, that was basically it. Yeah. Yeah, that was it. Really got to the hards. But updates. You never know when they're going to happen. EA just can't make up their mind what the hell they're doing on this game at the moment. So we're just having updates every bloody week, which is ridiculous. So, and they're probably going to update a 2-player and them in career mode, which is non-relevant. So yeah, it's just frustrating, man, because it's twice now, Monaco and Singapore, and obviously it's big points lost for Alpine. So I'll take the point as always, but it's nothing really compared to where we are. So Advatka's in P11 at the moment. He's doing his best, had the 3 seconds, which is a bit just unfortunate, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna put the overtake in though. Overtook Daz through the tunnel in sector 2, so I'll take that with a pinch of salt. But yeah, very frustrating. But we'll go again, and we'll see you all in Miami.
Yeah, mate. Thanks for jumping in, and we'll see you next week.
Cheers, mate. Take care.
Alright, back to the action now, and there's going to be a change for the race lead any minute now. Ranieri is just on another level at the moment, and his race to lose, in my opinion. He's got the freshest tyres, he'll be able to get to the end, and there's the penalties. A couple of 6 seconds, 1 9-second, and a fair few 3 seconds. So, what's your thoughts, mate, about obviously the penalty situation? Very hard to do this long of a race without getting a penalty sometimes, but what's your thoughts?
I think, I reckon some of the guys up the front that don't have penalties might start pushing towards the end and get one, but if Thunderkiller obviously struggled a bit at the start and got 6 seconds, so I think he's hoping he can at least keep it in the top 5 here, as his tyres will start to go off soon and he'll probably have to pit again. Plus he's got a 6 seconds, so definitely struggling.
Yeah, Thunderkiller and Deadly will be under some pressure soon from the Mercs when those mediums get up into firing range. Don't think it'll be long before we see the Mercs knocking on the door of the Williams. Yogg still hasn't managed to be able to get past. Thunderball's actually pinning, so he's made the call. And he's done a decent stint on them, 33 laps on the mediums, hards, so he's off those. He'll jump onto probably the mediums. Softs a little bit too early for them. Have a look here as Fat Eagle obviously jumped Thunderballs, so Thunderball's going to come out behind Fat Eagle into P10. So watch out for him, or sorry, P11. He might be able to apply some pressure on these guys towards the end, but he'll be very fast. He's actually going to lose a couple more spots. Oh! Goes into...
Oh, I think that's front wing damage as well. Oh, no. He's kept it on.
That's unfortunate there. He's going to lose a mountain of time.
That's not what he'd be wanting to happen. He was having such an incredibly good race, and that's the smallest little mistake can mess up the whole thing.
Yeah. China now looking like he might even go for a move on Yogg. Yogg was actually looking quick before, but his strategy just has not played off. This strategy is not in the right window at the moment. 18 laps on mediums, hards, jeez. And he really is stuck. If he pits again, he's going to drop a fair way down. He's probably better off trying to get to the end, but these guys all around him are on quicker tyres now. So, very interesting strategy there from Yogg. He'll have to do some serious lap times to be able to get back into that podium contention. No penalties though.
The penalties, if a lot of these guys can just keep it on the track, keep it in the limits, they'll definitely jump up some places, because we've got Thunder Killers on 6 seconds, Dutch, Quiet and China are all on 3 seconds, and as long as they can just kind of keep within the 3 second window, they're going to jump up some places. So
yeah,
excited to see the end of this race, and maybe even there might be some drama.
Yeah, you can just see the tyre difference there. Yogg's already dropped 2 seconds to China, so China on a charge. We've got yellows, that's a McLaren and kick. What's happened there? That's Kiwi and Jutsi, I think. So no safety car, but Kiwi, they're losing a lot of time now. Bit of drama in this later stage of the race, but there's absolutely really only one sort of close battle, and that's up the top here. Mercs have finally caught the Williams. We'll jump onto penalties. There we go. I don't think this will be a hard move to get done. Deadly is on a lot older tyres than them. Nice and easy there for Dutch. Dutch now trying to reel in Thunderkiller. He only needs to get into that 3 second window to be able to jump him after the race, but there's still a fair way to go. I wouldn't be too worried about penalties just yet. these guys still have a long way to go. And this is where the fatigue starts to kick in, and Quiet Cake gonna go for it? No, he doesn't. He will not want to be behind the Williams too long.
This stage of the race, everyone's gonna be tired. They're just gonna be mentally out of it. They just want it to be over, and mistakes will start to be made. I think we'll see a few more DNFs come the end of this race, especially in these last 15 laps, as tires are getting close to dying. People are they're just tired.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. You're spot on. I think Deadly's going to struggle here in these later stages. Tyres will be quite average compared to the guys around him. So if he can just hang on with no penalties, he's looking good. But you can just see the grains even on the tyres there. If you look hard enough on that front right, looking quite average. 25 laps. These guys got mediums to be super quick. China won't be long before he can catch up. I think Yog is probably Deadly for his closest rival. They're both on similar strategy in a sense. Yog's tyres are still a lot better. You can just see the traction there. He's struggling with out of the corners, but I think it's still Ranieri's race to lose, mate. I don't see anyone getting near him unless he makes a mistake. He's absolutely done everything right here. Look at his tyres compared to everyone behind him. So this is,
Yeah. Depending on it, it may be his race to lose, but if we see a late race safety car and everyone behind him is able to pit, but he's just gone past, then a lot of these guys will benefit behind him. I mean, highly unlikely that the safety car will come out and he's already past the pit lane, but never know what could happen. He could be the only one left on those old tyres.
Yeah, I think he's in struggle street at the moment, but he doesn't need to necessarily pass them. If he can just stay there, he will get up these positions with the penalties. But yeah, there you go. There's a lap with Deadly for a flyer. Just doing well to try and reel that gap in. Dutch gets the move done on Thunder Killer. Won't be long before his teammate does the same. But there's not really many close battles on track, is there? These guys are really spread out. China and Quiet Cake are going to actually kick it off now. As Deadly, I think, pits. Yes, he will. So that's interesting. He will need to go on to something fast to be able to make up for that. But China will want to get this move done quick. I don't think Mercedes were anticipating having this gap. I was thinking Quiet Cake would probably be hoping to be right behind his teammates still. But yeah, I mean, if you look here, it's a battle of the penalties, really. Ranieri's race to lose, but these guys in front all have penalties. So it's all...
I think I've just noticed that... Is that Quiet Cake missing a end plate?
Yes, he is. He's missing the front right. So that's not going to help. That Red Bull will have a better front end. But China does not want to stay in the dirty air too long, as we've stated multiple times. It really can hamper the straight line speed here. As the Mercedes gets out the way, not sure what that was. But yeah, the China will probably just line this up, maybe on this straight, or he'll line it up on the main straight. As we see, China burning a bit now, possibly running a bit more wing than the Mercedes. Struggling in the straight line compared to him. Thunder Killer still a fair way in front. So we got 12 laps left now. Starting to get into the pointy end of the race. Does he go for it into turn one? He does. He goes around the outside. It's not enough though. Mercedes has better braking there. I don't know how with that wing, but won't be long before China lines this up. Needs a good exit. Gets on the power early.
These two battling is not going to help if they're going to catch up to the guys in front, because Thunder Killer is still 3.5 seconds in front, and these guys with 3 seconds he might be able to keep that podium if for the next 12 laps they just keep battling. But if they're able to just kind of decide that they shouldn't keep battling, they should just work together, they're going to go right past that McLaren.
Yeah, and you never know, like we saw in obviously Div 2, a late safety could cause all sorts of drama. I mean, if you see these gaps here and these penalties, if you don't have a penalty with that safety car, it could be massive. But at the moment, the gaps are quite big, and I'd be very surprised if we saw one, due to how big the gaps are. China's still struggling to get past Quiet Cake here. It's going to be tough until those mediums sort of scrub off a bit. They're going to be quite fast for a couple of laps more. But China will have the tyre advantage towards the end. No doubt about that. Yog just hanging in there. He might be able to scrounge up a couple of positions here too, if these guys have penalties in front enough. But at the moment he is dropping back quite dramatically. Min-Mei would be further more the one that he could actually make up some serious ground. Min-Mei's on fresh tyres. If he gets past Yog very soon, he may be on the charge for even a possible podium. You never know. So we'll have to wait and see. Deadly Fuller sets the fastest lap.
With all these penalties in front, if maybe Min-Mei and Yoga just decide to work together, I think they'll be able to catch up to the back of Quiet Cake and China, because it looks like they're still battling, and they're gonna jump all those people in front of them.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be long before we see Min-Mei get past Yog. His tyre deficit is massive, but if once he gets past, he should be able to make use of, like you said, these guys fighting, but they may get wind of that and just keep it easy. China has been trying to get past Quiet Cake for quite a few laps now. He hasn't been able to do it, so they may continue to fight. It's Deadly Full. Yeah, the new meds especially will be helping him. He needs to get past Arvak and Fat Eagle quite quick. But in the meantime, we're right on board with China still. Just don't think it's long before we see him pull the pin and go for that move. It just needs to be the right time, and he needs to make sure he executes it properly. You don't want to do 52 laps around here and have it all come to an end, as Min-Mei has to think about it on Yog. We knew this was going to be quite soon, but Yog has been struggling on those tyres, and that's evident. But Min-Mei now, with no fight, gets past Yog easy as. So really keep your eye out for Min-Mei here. He could be on for a big result just with the fact that he has no penalties, and I'm pretty sure he actually has had a fair big race. I don't think he started that high.
I think he's up 8
spots.
positions now.
So he's, at the moment, he's on charge for a Driver of the Day nomination. Min-Mei, he's doing very well. Fat Eagle's up 11, does have that pen though.
Thunderkiller's up 9.
Yes, Thunderkiller as well. Up
Dots
9.
Dots is up 7. There's a lot of big climbers and big gainers in the race. It looks like a lot of the people that went for the don't pit under safety car have gained from that, as Thunderkiller was probably in about P10 when he didn't pit under that safety car. He's now in P3 with...
Sorry, China and Min-Mei going side by side here into turn 1. Is this the moment China's finally been waiting for? Doesn't look like he's going to get it done, so we'll have to sit back and reset there, but that was the first time we've seen him go for it there. He had plenty of battery too to still to play with, so he may have been able to go for it even further. This might be it. He's got a lot of speed. He had a better exit than the Mercedes. Does he?
Close.
Doesn't. I think the Mercedes has better straight line speed.
Oh. Looks like the Mercedes hopped the curb a bit there and definitely struggled through that turn.
You can just see China really struggling in the straights compared to him.
I think the difference in setups can affect a lot, but I think that maybe Quiet Cake is just, I mean, it's got a lot more ERS right now. I think it's just saving all the ERS and using it smartly.
Yeah, absolutely. As the Aston gets out the way. Oh, China!
Oh, and that's the Min May had a massive slide at the back there as well.
Yeah,
But
that's
China
unfortunate.
just head-on collides with the wall.
Could pull the car up in time as Deadly Fuller now on the back of Fat Eagle. I don't think it will be too much of a problem to get past here. Fat Eagle really burning to hold him up there. Does not want to let this Williams go. I wonder how his 18 lap tyres are feeling. They would not be feeling too red hot, but he should still be able to have some grip to fend him off. See if Deadly goes for it on this corner. He may wait till the next following one. Following straight, following DRS. Yog's doing well though, in my opinion, to stay with Minmay. If he can stay with Minmay long enough to let him tow him up, Yog could be on for a good result here too. Let's see, does Deadly Fuller get a decent exit there? He does. And this might be it. He might be able to get the move done here. He doesn't really have much straight line speed compared to the Aston. He's very close but doesn't go for it. Just needs to think carefully. But he's got a big gap to make up. But once he's past him, it'll be clean air.
Oh! Oh! Oh no. That's a big one. Looks like I looked away at the wrong time, but I think Deadly went for an audacious move and Fat Eagle just ping-ponged off of him and smacked the wall.
Well, it was on stream, so we can there will definitely be an onboard for that, but that will shake up the final results. I'm just really curious of how Yog is holding on to Minmay. He is absolutely burning everything.
And Fat Eagle just straight on hit the wall again. So he's no longer got a front wing, so that's quite unlucky for him. He was driving quite a good race.
Thunderballs could be on still for a good result, but Daz also with no penalties yet. If he continues the way he's going, he'll be able to jump all the way up.
But Ranieri is now 12 seconds ahead of the pack behind, so
Yeah, Ranieri's
that's
raced to her.
quite a big gap.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely Ranieri's race to lose at this stage. He just needs to bring it home. But Daz could be on for a good result too. He'll be into the points. His teammate's currently P10. Might even snatch a spot off his teammate with no pen. We'll have to wait and see. Yog still hanging on to Minmay. And we'll jump back up the top. It's Quiet Cake and China haven't changed their position. I think China's battle with the top has commenced with that end plate damage. So he'll probably just be hanging on for trying to get a P5 here. Minmay though is the question. If he can get up a little bit closer, I reckon we will be seeing Minmay on the podium.
I think Thunderkiller's tyres have finally fallen off, and Quiet Cake and everyone behind him is catching up now.
Yeah, Thunderkiller's tyres will be on fire.
33 laps on those hards. He was doing well to keep him alive for that long, but him and Yog pitted. Well, he pit 4 laps earlier than Yog, but him and Yog chose to pit that bit earlier and just didn't work out for them, it seems.
Yeah, that early, that stint that Yog's had, that was close. I think he actually did lose an end plate there. I don't think it was from that. That was interesting. But yeah, strategy hasn't gone to play for a lot of these guys. Didn't play out for Yog, that's for sure. He still could be on for a good result though. He's managed somehow to hang on to Minmay. and that means he's going to be able to propel forward with Min-Mei with no penalties. So would not rule out Yog for a solid result yet.
I think Thunderkiller right now is probably going to drop to P7, maybe P8 if Deadly is going to catch up a lot in these final few laps, but I think that's his position right now.
Yeah, I think Min-Mei has something to say here. Possibly even if you can get past a couple of these guys, you might even be able to knock on the door of Dutch, but I mean...
He goes for the move into turn 1.
Oh,
That's not what he wants to happen. Oh no.
That's unfortunate.
That's gonna hurt his race. And I think that's gonna be investigated by the stewards as well.
Yeah, I'd say so. As now that just leaves Yog at the final grasp here with no penalties. He can jump up all the way to probably P3 at this stage. Maybe not P3 actually, but we'll have to wait and see. He's looking at definitely getting China and Thunderkiller, but yeah. As we get back to the tyres, so Thunderkiller's doing well on those 34 lap old hards. They'd be under all sorts of pressure here, and he's also got yellow fuel, so he's also in the fuel saving now. So that might help Yog just be able to hang on the back. Ranieri still trying to just bring it home. He will not have any threat towards the end at this stage. His teammate Thunderball's looking like he might want to get past Jutz soon. What's your thoughts on the race so far, mate?
It's been quite a low safety. It's not been low incident, but it's certainly been a low safety car race. I think we've only had one safety car and one VSC, and right now it looks like it's been a really uneventful race, other than the fact that there's been some little chaos towards the end here.
Yeah. Oh, you have to pick a driver of the day. I'm going to kick off my one with definitely Ranieri. Very dominant drive.
Yeah. I think maybe Dutch is in for a shot as well, because he's up 7 places and currently sitting in that second position.
Dutch, yes, possibly. Or maybe even Thunderkiller. I mean,
I don't know, because he's going to drop to probably P8 because he has the penalties.
yeah, that's true.
I think
Min-Mei
Dutch
should
Verstappen.
I think Min-Mei should still be in the grasp. But Dutch or...
I think Dutch or Min-Mei. I'd say Dutch.
Okay, so there we go. We'll get a vote up for Dutch and Ranieri for driver of the day. We will continue on with this battle between what's about to be Min-Mei and Deadly Fuller. That's probably one of our closer ones. Deadly should be able to still grab a bit closer to these guys in front. I don't know how he's going to go. I think he might be a little bit far back as there's a kick around too. So that's not going to be a safety car, is it? He was stopped for a fair while there, but he's managed to keep going. And that's Daz, unfortunately, having a tough race, I think. Not going the way he envisioned, but at least he will be getting some points at this stage compared to his DNF last race. Oh no.
Oh, and Daz is DNF'd.
Well, that's
Too late for a safety car.
yeah,
But
it's in the pits, but
oh yeah.
might have had some serious damage, maybe, I don't know. But very close to the end of the race to retire if you didn't have some sort of serious damage. As Yog has actually gotten right on the back of Thunderkiller, but this is actually not going to help him because he needs to be closer to the likes of China and the Mercs. But yeah, interesting here. Does Yog get the move done? Thunderkiller's tyres will be absolutely dead. These guys are going all over the place on the straight.
Oh! And there was some contact there.
Yeah, I don't think they've lost any wing, but Yog falling a little bit further back, and Deadly fully gets a penalty, so that rules out him getting any closer to the top. As we see Yog now and Min Meng, the last two, to possibly jump any further up without penalties.
Yeah.
I don't know how far Yog... If Yog can get past Thunderkiller, he will be able to go a little bit further up. But, yeah, all these guys have DRS in front, so it won't really help him too much. China and Quiet Cake are going to be battling on this last lap for the podium. I think they're on the same penalty they are. So this is for position. So this will be the battle we ride on the wall with, because China will be trying to get a podium here.
It's a battle between 22 lap old hards and 21 lap old mediums. So I think Quiet Cake is at the tyre disadvantage, but he drove a very good race with those tyres. So
yeah. I think both of these drivers will just be hoping to bring it home, but podium is everything as we start our second last lap. Ranieri in control, still 16-second gap. Apart from that, it is extremely close.
Yog spinned it. Yog's down to P8.
Yes, he has, so that's huge. So there goes his chances of getting any further up, which is unfortunate because he had no penalty there. He was actually going to be onto a possible P4 or 5, definitely a P5, maybe a P4 if he could push a little bit harder, but yeah. It all comes down to Minmay now. If Minmay can get a little bit closer. Oh no. Because they locked wheels there. Could have been a lot worse than it was. As we start to get really close to the end, these guys will be getting really titsy on their toes. It's a long race. It's a very hard race to do 100% on. McLaren had to think about it there. Opts for the better choice.
I think these guys are going to be mentally out of it. They're probably going to want it to be over by now, but there's still one lap to go, and they're still all really close.
Absolutely, mate. We've got China, who's come around to start. Ranieri's just started the final lap, but we'll see what China can do. Can he get past Quiet Cake here? That's the question. They both have an equal 3-second penalty. The guys behind are too far back. So it's all up to China to be able to get past here, to be able to get the podium. Quiet Cake's done well.
They're relatively close on the same amount of ERS here. So it's going to be down to the fact that China's going to have the DRS, but does he have the better exit? It doesn't look like he does.
Oh.
And Thunderkiller gets another 3 seconds. That's not going to be what he wanted.
No, not at all.
Oh!
Oh, that's not good. I mean, they both have end plate damage now. But I think the Merc actually has proper wing damage, so this is not good. He's going to be in a world of hurt. Surely, yeah, China's in the box seat now. I'm not sure what happened there. That might even be looked at after, but China's car is less damaged than the Mercedes, I think. Well, it looks like it
I think
anyway.
he bounced it over the curb and then just because it slows you down, so. But we'll see what happens. Will he get the move done into the final chicane?
So Ranieri crosses the line in P1. What a win! As we jump back over to this P3 quickly, but we'll have a chat to Ranieri very soon because that was a very dominant race. Has he got yellows
Both
already?
deploying.
Oh,
Quiet
China goes
cakes.
too
Got
wide.
it.
He's not going to be able to
Oh.
get it. He doesn't have enough time. Too far back.
And he moves further back. Oh, Thunder Killers seems to be letting everyone through here. I don't know if there was maybe an incident or not, but what a drive from Minmay, up 9 places. Was able to scramble back the few little positions that he missed.
Yeah, I think actually the McLaren ran out of fuel.
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
That's-
As the Astons will round up the grid, which everyone gets points for finishing this one. Fat Eagle gets a 10-second ride at the line. And I think they're both
and I
ran out of
think
fuel.
Winter is gonna end under AI. He did not race. I don't think he raced for most of that race.
No, I don't think he did, but Minmay, I think Minmay got driver of the day too, so hopefully he joins the comms box to have a chat. But yeah, what a race, what a long race that was. A bit different to last night's race. It was a lot more spread out tonight, opposed to the rest of the grid, rest of the races we've had. But in saying that, Ranieri absolutely delivering huge result tonight. So we'll get those guys in for a chat as quick as possible. But there's your finishing order if you want to run us through that one, mate.
Yep. We have, if it's gonna, there we go. Ranieri, P1, Dutch P2, Quiet Cake P3, and you've got China, Minmay, Yog, Deadly Fuller, Aardvark, Thunderkiller, Thunderballs, Flying Kiwi, Jutsi, Fat Eagle, Faded Menace, and XD Winter, rounding out your finishers, and then Daz, Governor, Asif, Alamadi, I think I got, and FTR Veins, the final 4 DNF'd. So
Yeah, unlucky for those
quite a
guys.
good race.
But yeah, very good race in my opinion. A few penalties, but yeah, we knew that was sort of the case. This track can really deliver some penalties, but just waiting for these guys to jump in to the comms box. So we've got Quiet Cake, Dutch, and Ranieri and Merck absolutely getting some massive points tonight, which is huge for them.
Yeah.
Still haven't got anyone in yet. What were your thoughts on that race, mate?
It was quite a good race. It was quite a quiet race when it comes to safety cars and other eventful moments, but it certainly had its fair share of close racing and good battles.
Absolutely, mate. Come on.
Test.
Okay, so we got Dutch in, which was P2, so we'll kick it off with him. Mate, great race. It was all about obviously tire management, fatigue management throughout that race.
Oh yeah.
But towards the end there, obviously Ranieri probably a little bit too far out of touch. So trying to bring home that result there. Just tell us a little bit about your race, mate. Obviously Mercedes getting huge points today. So yeah, how did it go?
Yeah, I'm sweating, mate. I'm wet here, wet ass. You know, it's and especially the last 10 laps was pretty tough in the middle as well. Cake and I worked really well together, and he had wing damage, and he drove nearly half of the race with wing damage. And yeah, it was amazing. It was a lovely race. A few hiccups. Nearly 3 times I spun in the same corner all the time. The last 10 laps. Have to really be careful with my tires. But at the end, P2 and P3, I think our TP will be over the moon. Vettel? Yeah, I bring my boat over there, mate. I go with Speedy Gonzalez. Nah, bullshit. Yeah, let's practice a lot and see what happens. I'm not. It's not one of my favorite tracks, but yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see. See how we go.
yeah,
A lot
mate.
of
Well,
hours practice in, and then yeah. And congrats to Ranier. It's yeah, fucking useless and level up, eh? That's for sure. I mean, 28 seconds or 21 seconds, unbelievable. Did an amazing job. Yeah, no mistakes at all. It's congrats to him.
yeah, just yeah, great result, mate. Great result for you and your team, and we'll hand over
Thank you.
to F7 if he has any questions for you, mate.
Yeah.
Um, just wondering, towards the end of that race, you and China were getting close for that P2. Were you worried that you two might have a coming together, or
We
you
came a
might?
little bit together. We came a little bit together. Yes.
Mm,
Yeah, he risky a lot, but yeah, I think he went before there was. I think it was before the boxer stop. Then he got wing damage, so that's why he lost. But yeah, he took the risk. Yeah,
mm,
that's what it is.
well, good race.
Thank
That's
you, mate.
all I've got.
Yep, cool. Speak to you guys
Oh,
hopefully next week again.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Cheers.
Cheers.
We'll jump over to the Mercedes DP quickly. Obviously can't get quite cake in, but mate, massive result for your team. Really, there's not much more to say. P2, P3, you can't be more happy with that.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely stoked. It's a third podium had this season. This week, sorry, we've had two P4s. So yeah, very good week for Mercedes. This is one of our better tracks, I'd say. We seem to be actually doing better in the 100% races than 50%. So that's advantage we've got. But yeah, really stoked for P2, P3. They worked amazing, and yeah, as Dutch said, I hope to see them back in the comms blocks this time next week.
Yeah, mate. Absolutely, but huge effort from them. I mean, it looked like they were in control for especially the later stages of the race, other than obviously Ranieri. But massive haul of points. How do you think it's going this round overall for you guys?
Oh, it's very good. I don't think we've had any hiccups. Maybe Div 2, we didn't have the greatest race on one of our drives, but other than the occasional unlucky safety car lap or something, there's nothing too bad. Um, we're doing practices a few times. Nothing, nothing out the ordinary of a team, I believe. We're having a lot of driver changes, a lot, and it's only upgrading us. And yeah, I think Mercedes, we've got to fight, and we went back down.
Yeah, mate. Well done, and I'll hand you over to F7.
uh, I was just wondering, do you think all of these driver changes are maybe your team? Obviously, it's doing better now, but maybe it's starting to get your team worried about the consistency of who they're going to have as their team for the rest of the season?
Um, I can see why they meant that, but I've talked to all my drivers, aware of what's happening. I know Division 4, I'm having a few hiccups, but I think I've got that all sorted out. Um, but no, I think with communication, I think we should be right. I've told, there's a few drivers I've got in mind that will keep their seat no matter what, and obviously the other way, but I think with communication, I think we should be okay.
Mm. Well, good race from them today. That's the questions I've got.
Yeah, it was. Cheers, boys. Good comms.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll jump over to our race winner, Ranieri and the Ferrari, mate. What a race! I mean, that was insane performance from you. To be fair, it was really crucial. Obviously, like you showed us at the start of that race, to break away early, and let the guys fight behind you, and then it just became a strategy thing, man. Was that always your goal, going long at the start and pitting when you did? Did everything seem to just fall into your lap tonight, or?
Um, To be honest, I had a great bunch of engineers. I had Panic, Marzi, Flubs, and Chef in the box. So once the safety car came out, we knew straight away to get the mediums on to undercut Yog. And I was going to come into traffic, but I had fresher tyres and just some safe overtakes. Didn't touch a car, didn't touch a penalty, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very dominant race. Obviously, strategy was so pinpoint right, and it just propelled you forward. It looked like at the start maybe York was going to be able to push you, but yeah, it just didn't go that way, mate. So hats off, and I'll hand you over to F7.
Um, very good race from you today. It looked like you had the consistency and accuracy. You didn't get a pen. I don't think you got a warning. You might have, but you were kept that out of the walls. You kept that out of the drivers. The strategy was great. Did you do a lot of practice this week, or were you
So
hoping
I
that?
did. I did 2 weeks of practice for this for another league race on a Sunday, and then that was a 100% race. So I practiced a different strategy there, and then I found what the optimal strategy was, and then I probably did, I don't know, 15, 20 short qualies and one full race as well during the week. When you got the time to do it, it comes out on track. But yeah, I know what my future holds for Rush, mate. I'm under heavy scrutiny moving up to Div 4, so I'll probably be going up to Div 4, and I can't race Sundays, so I think this is my last race at Rush, unfortunately. But glad to go out with a win.
It's pretty good to go out with such a dominant win today. And I
Yeah.
say, um, at the start, you started P2. Were you worried about maybe Yog being able to push the battle to you all race?
So I know Yog from Jeddah. I engineered him in Jeddah. And I know that he's very quick, but I know that his consistency sometimes can't be there. Sometimes he loses the rear end and little bits and pieces. So I tried to just wait for my gap. Once I saw the gap, once I saw the mistake, I think it was on the hairpin. I saw that he sort of kicked out a little bit, going from first to second. I took it second to third and got the battery on, got the DRS on, and then once I had clean air, it's easy to control the car with clean air. It's very hard to sort of tail, so I had to be a little bit more aggressive and get that done quickly. But Yog's the goat, as he likes to call himself, Yo Goat. So shout out to Yog, but not this time, Habib. A little bit more practice, mate, and we'll get there.
Well, very, very good race. Very consistent. Well done.
Thank you, appreciate it, mate.
Alright, that was it. That was our race winner, Ranieri, scoring in some massive points once again for Ferrari. But yeah, that's it. That's for another one from Rush tonight. Div 5 Singapore, all done and dusted. Our top three were Ranieri, Quiet Cake, and Dutch. So yeah, great race all round from everyone involved. It's a huge stint to be able to do 100% here. It's probably one of the harder tracks to do 100% on. But yeah, hats off to everyone involved, and I'll thank our sponsors again, SRC, SimLab, Pagni, and AI369. But unless you have anything else to say, mate, we will wrap it up there.
Just quickly, the guys racing Div 6 tomorrow, don't forget to update your game tonight. Get it done now, so we're not worrying about tomorrow.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, so it should be okay. Monday nights are usually where the updates cause the issues. But yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow for Div 6. And thank you for jumping into comms, mate, for your first crack at it. And yeah,
Thank you.
hope to see you again next week. But thank you everyone jumping in once again. Thank you for the 2,000 followers on Rush Twitch. It's a big milestone, so we appreciate it. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Cheers.